Language Foundations Vocabulary Flashcards, helping you achieve understanding.
Of textures, full of small openings or gaps. An open texture. Not defended or capable of being defended. An open city. Possibly accepting or permitting. Open to interpretation. With no protection or shield. Open to the weather. Not sealed or having been unsealed. The letter was already open. Openly straightforward and direct without reserve or secretiveness. An open and trusting nature. Affording free passage or view. Open waters. Start to operate or function or cause to start operating or functioning. Open a business. A clear or unobstructed space or expanse of land or water. Finally broke out of the forest into the open. Ready or willing to receive favorably. Used of mouth or eyes. Keep your eyes open. Spread out or open from a closed or folded state. Open the map. Become available. An opportunity opened up. Afford access to. The door opens to the patio. Open and observable, not secret or hidden. Open ballots. Where the air is unconfined. The concert was held in the open air. Affording unobstructed entrance and exit, not shut or closed. An open door. Become open. The door opened. Information that has become public. All the reports were out in the open. Make available. This opens up new possibilities. Cause to open or to become open. Mary opened the car door. Not brought to a conclusion, subject to further thought. An open question. Accessible to all. Open season. Affording free passage or access. Open drains. A tournament in which both professionals and amateurs may play. Begin or set in action, of meetings, speeches, recitals, etc. He opened the meeting with a long speech. Display the contents of a file or start an application as on a computer. Having no protecting cover or enclosure. An open boat. Make the opening move. Kasparov opened with a standard opening. Not having been filled. The job is still open. Not requiring union membership. An open shop employs non-union workers. Open to or in view of all. An open protest. Ready for business. The stores are open. Set theory, of an interval that contains neither of its endpoints. Without undue constriction as from e.g. tenseness or inhibition. The clarity and resonance of an open tone. Have an opening or passage or outlet. The bedrooms open into the hall. Of textures, full of small openings or gaps. A loose weave. Make loose or looser. Loosen the tension on a rope. Having escaped, especially from confinement. Dogs loose on the streets. Emptying easily or excessively. Loose bowels. Grant freedom to, free from confinement. Turn loose or free from restraint. Let loose minds. Not affixed. The stamp came loose. Not literal. A loose interpretation of what she had been told. Casual and unrestrained in sexual behavior. He was told to avoid loose, or light, women. Not tense or taut. The old man's skin hung loose and gray. Without restraint. Cows in India are running loose. Become loose or looser or less tight. The noose loosened. Lacking a sense of restraint or responsibility. A loose tongue. Not officially recognized or controlled. A loose organization of the local farmers. Not carefully arranged in a package. A box of loose nails. Not compact or dense in structure or arrangement. Loose gravel. Not tight, not closely constrained or constricted or constricting. Loose clothing. Of a ball in sport, not in the possession or control of any player. A loose ball. Not defended or capable of being defended. Not defended or capable of being defended. Not defended or capable of being defended. Possibly accepting or permitting. A passage capable of misinterpretation. Have the skills and qualifications to do things well. A capable administrator. Having the requisite qualities for. Usually followed by, of, having capacity or ability. Capable of winning. Followed by, of, having the temperament or inclination for. No one believed her capable of murder. A branch of knowledge. Teachers should be well trained in their subject. Possibly accepting or permitting. The time is fixed by the director and players and therefore subject to much variation. A person who owes allegiance to that nation. A monarch has a duty to his subjects. Being under the power or sovereignty of another or others. Subject peoples. Make subservient, forced to submit or subdue. The subject matter of a conversation or discussion. He didn't want to discuss that subject. Something, a person or object or scene, selected by an artist or photographer for graphic representation. A moving picture of a train is more dramatic than a still picture of the same subject. A person who is subjected to experimental or other observational procedures. Someone who is an object of investigation. The subjects for this investigation were selected randomly. Some situation or event that is thought about. He had been thinking about the subject for several years. Cause to experience or suffer or make liable or vulnerable to. He subjected me to his awful poetry. Grammar. One of the two main constituents of a sentence, the grammatical constituent about which something is predicated. Likely to be affected by something. The bond is subject to taxation. Logic, the first term of a proposition. Make accountable for. He did not want to subject himself to the judgments of his superiors. With no protection or shield. The exposed northeast frontier. Not covered with clothing. her exposed breast. Not sealed or having been unsealed. The opened package lay on the table. Used of mouth or eyes. His mouth slightly opened. Made open or clear. The newly opened road. Openly straightforward and direct without reserve or secretiveness. His candid eyes. Characterized by directness in manner or speech, without subtlety or evasion. I gave them my candid opinion. Informal or natural, especially caught off guard or unprepared. A candid photograph. Openly straightforward and direct without reserve or secretiveness. A heart-to-heart talk. An intimate talk in private. He took me aside for a little heart-to-heart. Become clear. The sky cleared after the storm. Accurately stated or described. Free of restrictions or qualifications. A clear winner. Make free from confusion or ambiguity. Make clear. Pass by, over, or under without making contact. The balloon cleared the treetops. Grant authorization or clearance for. Affording free passage or view. A clear view. Yield as a net profit. Make as a net profit. The company cleared $1 million. A clear or unobstructed space or expanse of land or water. Easily deciphered. Earn on some commercial or business transaction. Earn as salary or wages. He clears $5,000 each month. Settle, as of a debt. Clear a debt. Go unchallenged. Be approved. The bill cleared the House. Especially of a title, free from any encumbrance or limitation that presents a question of fact or law. I have clear title to this property. Pronounce not guilty of criminal charges. The suspect was cleared of the murder charges. Freed from any question of guilt. Was now clear of the charge of cowardice. In an easily perceptible manner. Could be seen clearly under the microscope. Characterized by ease and quickness in perceiving. Clear mind. Of sound or color, free from anything that dulls or dims. Clear laughter like a waterfall. Clear and distinct to the senses, easily perceptible. As clear as a whistle. Free, the throat, by making a rasping sound. Rid of obstructions. Completely. Read the book clear to the end. Allowing light to pass through. Clear water. Characterized by freedom from troubling thoughts, especially guilt. A clear conscience. Clear from impurities, blemishes, pollution, etc. Clear the water before it can be drunk. Clear of charges or deductions. A clear profit. Free from clouds or mist or haze. On a clear day. Free from confusion or doubt. A complex problem requiring a clear head. Free from contact or proximity or connection. We were clear of the danger. Free from flaw or blemish or impurity. A clear perfect diamond. free from payment of customs duties, as of a shipment. Go away or disappear. The fog cleared in the afternoon. Make a way or path by removing objects. Make clear, bright, light, or translucent. The water had to be cleared through filtering. Pass an inspection or receive authorization. Clear customs. Readily apparent to the mind. A clear and present danger. Remove. Clear the leaves from the lawn. Remove people from a building. Clear the patrons from the theater after the bomb threat. Remove the occupants of. Rid of instructions or data. Clear a memory buffer. Sell. We cleared a lot of the old model cars. The state of being free of suspicion. Investigation showed that he was in the clear. Be debited and credited to the proper bank accounts. The check will clear within 2 business days. Start to operate or function or cause to start operating or functioning. Become available. Become open. Make available. Cause to open or to become open. Open up an area or prepare a way. Talk freely and without inhibition. Ready or willing to receive favorably. Receptive to the proposals. Of a nerve fiber or impulse originating outside and passing toward the central nervous system. Able to absorb liquid, not repellent. The paper is ink receptive. Open to arguments, ideas, or change. Receptive to reason and the logic of facts. Fully extended in width. Outspread wings. Strew or distribute over an area. He spread fertilizer over the lawn. Distributed or spread over a considerable extent. 11 million Jews are spread throughout Europe. Distribute or disperse widely. The invaders spread their language all over the country. Process or result of distributing or extending over a wide expanse of space. Become distributed or widespread. The infection spread. Act of extending over a wider scope or expanse of space or time. A tasty mixture to be spread on bread or crackers are used in preparing other dishes. Decorative cover for a bed. Cause to become widely known. Spread information. A conspicuous disparity or difference as between 2 figures. The spread between lending and borrowing costs. Farm consisting of a large tract of land along with facilities needed to raise livestock, especially cattle. Spread out or open from a closed or folded state. Spread your arms. Spread across or over. A big oil spot spread across the water. 2 facing pages of a book or other publication. Become widely known and passed on. The rumor spread. A haphazard distribution in all directions. A meal that is well prepared and greatly enjoyed. They put out quite a spread. Move outward. Cover by spreading something over. Spread the bread with cheese. Prepared or arranged for a meal, especially having food set out. A table spread with food. The expansion of a person's girth, especially at middle age. She exercised to avoid that middle-aged spread. Distribute over a surface in a layer. Spread cheese on a piece of bread. Strew or distribute over an area. Extend in one or more directions. Move away from each other. Set out or stretch in a line, succession, or series. Spread out or open from a closed or folded state. Turn outward. Move outward. Develop or come to a promising stage. Extend or stretch out to a greater or the full length. Spread out or open from a closed or folded state. Open to the view. A walk through town will unfold many interesting buildings. Be the cause or source of. Our meeting afforded much interesting information. Afford access to. Be able to spare or give up. I can't afford to spend 2 hours with this person. Have the financial means to do something or buy something. We can't afford to send our children to college. Be the cause or source of. Give entirely to a specific person, activity, or cause. Give one's talents to a good cause. The elasticity of something that can be stretched and returns to its original length. Transmit knowledge or skills. Give a secret to the Russians. Move in order to make room for someone for something. Bestow. Give homage. Give food to. Don't give the child this tough meat. Give or supply. Convey or communicate. Of a smile, a look, a physical gesture. Be flexible under stress of physical force. This material doesn't give. Contribute to some cause. Bestow, especially officially. Give a divorce. Dedicate. Give thought to. Break down, literally or metaphorically. Place into the hands or custody of. Organize or be responsible for. Give a course. Bring about. Convey, as of a compliment, regards, attention, etc., bestow. Give the orders. Afford access to. The French doors give onto a terrace. Give or convey physically. Give as a present. Make a gift of. What will you give her for her birthday? Endure the loss of. Cause to happen or be responsible for. Accord by verdict. Give a decision for the plaintiff. Allow to have or take. I give you 2 minutes to respond. Cause to have, in the abstract sense or physical sense. Consent to engage in sexual intercourse with a man. Convey or reveal information. Deliver in exchange or recompense. I'll give you 3 books for 4 CDs. Emit or utter. Give a yelp. Estimate the duration or outcome of something. Execute and deliver. Give, as medicine. guide or direct, as by behavior of persuasion. Inflict as a punishment. Leave with, give temporarily. Can I give you my keys while I go in the pool? Manifest or show. This student gives promise of real creativity. Occur. What gives? Offer in good faith. Perform for an audience. Present to view. Proffer, a body part. Propose. Submit for consideration, judgment, or use. Give one's opinion. Transfer possession of something concrete or abstract to somebody. Can you give me lessons? Open and observable, not secret or hidden. An overt lie. Where the air is unconfined. The concert was held in the open air. Where the air is unconfined. Outside a building. Where the air is unconfined. He wanted to get outdoors a little. Not tied. Affording unobstructed entrance and exit, not shut or closed. Not buttoned. Not closed or secured. The car door was unfastened. Put a coat on. Cover the surface of. Furnish with a surface. Appear or become visible. Make a showing. I hope the list key is going to surface again. Information that has become public. The facts had been brought to the surface. Come to the surface. The outermost level of the land or sea. Earthquakes originate far below the surface. A device that provides reactive force when in motion relative to the surrounding air, can lift or control a plane in flight. A superficial aspect as opposed to the real nature of something. It was not what it appeared to be on the surface. On the surface. Surface materials of the moon. The extended two-dimensional outer boundary of a three-dimensional object. They skimmed over the surface of the water. The outer boundary of an artifact or a material layer constituting or resembling such a boundary. There is a special cleaner for these surfaces. Characterized by indecision. Too many voters still declare they are undecided. Not brought to a conclusion, subject to further thought. Our position on this bill is still undecided. Not yet having made a commitment. Undecided voters. Not brought to a conclusion, subject to further thought. Our lawsuit is still undetermined. Not precisely determined or established, not fixed or known in advance. Not yet having been ascertained or determined. Of undetermined species. Not solved. Many problems remain unresolved. Characterized by musical dissonance, harmonically unresolved. Not brought to a conclusion, subject to further thought. Unpleasantly stern. Wild and harsh country full of hot sand and cactus. Of textures that are rough to the touch or substances consisting of relatively large particles. Sharply disagreeable, rigorous. The harsh facts of court delays. Unkind or cruel or uncivil. Had harsh words. Severe. A harsh penalty. unpleasantly rough or jarring to the senses. The harsh cry of a blue jay. Of textures that are rough to the touch or substances consisting of relatively large particles. Coarse meal. Lacking refinement or cultivation or taste. He had coarse manners but a first-rate mind. Of low or inferior quality or value. Of what coarse metal ye are molded. Capable of being wounded or hurt. Vulnerable parts of the body. Susceptible to attack. A vulnerable bridge. Susceptible to criticism or persuasion or temptation. Vulnerable to bribery.
Become our student and get access to effective and free educational materials. Subscribe to our YouTube channel to become a part of our growing YouTube community and to learn English effectively.